Oh look, I've come to my car for a second, and there's a little bird in there. How'd you get in here, little bird? I think I'm gonna because it doubles up, right?
Chicken soup with Grumbles.
Get a bit
What an awesome meal.
down for this.
Chicken soup with Grumbles. I love how it makes you feel.
It's beautiful.
Chicken soup with Grumbles.
What do you think I got?
She loves it every time.
Oh my goodness, chickens.
Chicken soup with Grumbles.
Take your
No, you
time.
can't have time.
Well, good morning. How's everybody today? You know, it's getting that time of year where it's getting cold out. People ask, what do you do with your chickens in the winter? Like, how do they survive and this, that, and the other thing? Well, chickens are pretty hardy, actually. But there are a lot of steps you need to take to ensure your chickens are comfortable anyways. Right, Putty? Putty's with me this morning. One of the ways that I'm going to make the chickens warm today, amongst other ways, is surprise them with a little bit of oatmeal. Up in a bowl, quick oatmeal. A little bit of warm water, but I'm gonna put a little trick in it. Chili powder. Chili powder is good for them. They don't have as many taste buds as humans, so they don't really taste the hot. But they benefit from, I put quite a bit in there, like a tablespoon, big spoon. Now it's all chili powdered. But even pests, they don't like biting on them when they got chili powder in their system and in their blood, right? So today, Putty and I, before we go to the barn to do other things, yes, with questions, it's time to seal up the coop. It's time to make them comfortable for the winter. So people would say, well, how do I seal it up? What do I use? What do I do? We're going to go through that today. You're going to see. We're going to go through that today. And, people ask, well, should there be ventilation or should we seal it right up tight? Or what do we use for an insulation if we're going to insulate it? And, you got to think about the comfort of the chickens, right? Their flooring, where they perch, you want to keep them comfortable. You want to keep them alive. You don't want frozen chickens. You don't want to go into your coop and find frozen chickens. It's not a good thing. Right, Putty? Not a good thing, Putty? Are you helping make some oatmeal? Now I need a, wooden spoon. Yeah, right here, wooden spoon. There's other things you got to think about, like the lighting, and some people talk about heaters or heat lamp. It depends. It depends on the size of the coop. It depends if you can safely put like a heat lamp. I wouldn't suggest any kind of heater, like an actual heater, but people do use heat lamps. Basically a red floodlight bulb. If you're going to use a heat lamp, I'd suggest it be not where the chickens can get at it and perch, like maybe hang it from the ceiling or something, so it's so far off the floor. You basically just want it in there. It's like having a light bulb in a little box. If you're ever a welder, welders will build a little wooden box and they'll put their sticks in it to weld, and you often put a little like a 100-watt light bulb in there, like put a fixture for a light bulb and put 100-watt in there, and that keeps that whole box warm, right? Well, look at this, Putty. We got some boiling water happening for these instant oats with chili powder, so I don't think you're gonna need any. I don't know, Miss Grumbles is around here somewhere. We could get her to try some. I'm sure she'll like it. Are you ready, Putty? Don't get all scared and jump off my shoulder. All right, Putty. We're gonna pour this hot water in here, and we are going to stir. I hope I got enough water. Oh yeah, I got enough water. Quick oats, Putty. Look at that. Doesn't it smell good? even with the chili powder in it. All right, so I think I should get myself dressed up, get ready to go to the barn. We can get our things together. Well, here we are, ready to do some exploring. Go to that barn. I got my good old chili oatmeal going on. We turn that down a little bit. So yeah, I don't know where I put my glasses. I got other glasses in here. Let me see if I can find something in this junk. You ever notice you got drawers or things that you're constantly throwing stuff in? These will work. So it keeps the sun off my eyeballs. I don't know where I put mine at the moment. But off we go. I did manage to find, I can't reach it, you'll see it later, a little heat lamp with a guard, because it's always important to have a guard on your heat lamp. You don't want it anywhere where the chickens can touch it or get at it in case the bulb itself gets hot. So yeah, we're gonna have to run up and I'm gonna grab myself a little bit of bedding for the chickens, because I want to bed it up a little bit, make it a little thicker for them, give them something to cuddle in, right? Just like a big comfy. Because around here it does get pretty cold. I think, well, the coldest I remember in Celsius, I don't know what it would be in Fahrenheit at the moment, but in Celsius, the coldest I've ever got here where I am in Canada is around 30 to minus 30. I know out west in the prairies and everything, go ahead, out west in the prairies and everything, it gets like minus 40s. The difference is that cold doesn't really feel as cold. Well, it feels about the same cold, I guess, as our minus 25, 30, because I'm right around the water. I'm kicking around the Great Lakes area, so I'm basically right on the water. Nothing coming, good to go. Always pay attention to your driving. But yeah, we're basically right on one of the Great Lakes. So it's a damp cold, which I think is worse than a dry cold. You can almost take that dry minus 40 weather if you're bundled up, but down here it seems to go right through you. It's never fun. So yeah, let me see. At the barn, I already dropped off a big roll of plastic, 6 millimeter, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for plastic, that's pretty thick. That's a nice airproofing. Keep the wind off them. You never ever want to seal up your coop completely. You need some airflow. There has to be some kind of ventilation. If you seal everything right up, especially with plastic, if you wrap everything in plastic and you seal everything up, then there's a good chance that the moisture will be captured in there, and if it freezes and thaws and freezes and thaws, your chickens can get pneumonia and stuff. Boy, there's a lot of traffic out here today. A lot of traffic here today. So we're just gonna pop into the old County Farm Center here for a second. Pick up a few things. It looks pretty busy. Yeah, there's what we need. So we'll grab that up. We're good to go. And there we go. We got our staple gun staples. I had one, but I didn't know where the heck it went. And here we go off to the barn. We got our straw boss, of course. Nice little bedding for the chickens. Next stop, Happy Chickens. Next stop, Happy Chickens. Oh, don't want to lose that oatmeal. Lots of traffic coming. Let's see. Open this window a little bit. Maybe you can see out. Pretty dark tint. So, bedding. Check. We've got staples and staple gun. Check. We've got lots of plastic at the barn. Check. Should have a knife there too, a couple knives. I think I got a couple pocket knives in the truck here too. Check. We got a heat lamp we can throw in. Check. You know what I'm not going to do though, and I'll tell you, if you want to insulate your coop, I'll wait for this guy. If you want to insulate your coop, that's fine. You can insulate it. I'm not personally going to insulate it. I'm just going to plastic up the walls to keep any of those drafts low away, right? You do want ventilation. You want air flowing around in it, but you don't want to seal it up totally tight. But at the same time, any ventilation should be above where the perch is. That way they could sit on their perch or be to the floor and there's no breeze, constant breeze, because it'd be really cold and it wouldn't be nice. So any kind of ventilation, you want it above like the top of the room or the ceiling. It just keeps airflow going. You got to have airflow going. You can't seal it off tight, or it'd be like a humididome in there. It'd be its own ecosystem eventually. And with the cold weather, everything would freeze. The humidity in the air would turn to droplets, and then it would freeze, and then it just make it like you're living in an ice coop or something, a little ice igloo or something. Looks like I gotta clean that a little bit. Sorry. So yeah, that's that. I don't know if I can get you up high enough to look outside or not. How's everybody today? Hi, Houston. Hi, Aiden. Hi, Mystery. Hi, Devin. And we made it. Turn that off. See, we have our heat lamp. Look at that. Nice little guard on it, even though it's not a heavy duty guard. I just gotta grab this cord. It's not like it's a heavy duty guard, but it's a guard. There's our plastic roll. Gotta grab that up. I don't know if I can grab everything at the same time. We can try. It's pretty heavy though. There's a lot of plastic here. Okay. And we're going through the barn this morning. And as you will probably notice, nothing is knocked over. There is no raccoon. Because we got that little bugger. Now this is all... Open that puppy up. I'll leave that there for now. I'm gonna leave this here for now because I didn't have enough hands for the oatmeal. That'll be the chicken's first surprise, is the oatmeal. They will love the oatmeal. Won't ya, chickens? Oh, might as well go on the other side where the oatmeal is. Oatmeal. Might as well grab up staples. Might as well grab up staple gun. Got all kinds of things here we got to carry. I know they're gonna love this because I haven't even let them out yet. I'm usually here first thing in the morning, but I actually had a doctor's appointment today. All right, watch this. I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna put this down here so I don't have to carry it. We'll turn it. Which way should we turn it? We're gonna turn it like that. I think they can smell what I got. I think they can smell it. Oh, chickens! What do you think I got? Oh my goodness, chickens. Take your time. Take your time, chickens. How you like that chili porridge? You get in there, Cody. Cody! Oh yeah, you like that? As you can tell, all these chickens are pretty healthy. You can tell because the comb on the top of their head is like red. It's not pale. When they're getting cold and they get sick, their comb and their wattle, which is underneath their chin, gets pale. Here, you guys want some of this? It's still warm, isn't it? Still warm, isn't it? Oh yes, they're loving it. Look at that, chickens. They love porridge. You know what else you're gonna love? A nice freshened up coop and warm coop. It's all right, chickens. I'll just put a couple of spoonfuls out here for you. I'm gonna let them eat on this, and I'm gonna get stuff ready so I can get at this coop. For now, enjoy the chickens eating. Hey, yeah, you, the one not subscribed. You watch 3 of my videos in a row and try not to join the chaos. I dare you. Well, the first thing I think we're going to do is, I've already unhooked that fan. It sticks out a bit. What I want to do is I'm going to pull it right out of the wall, and then I'll just go right over it with the plastic. I've already unhooked the wire. I'll leave the rest of the wire there. It's unhooked over here, and it's unhooked at the junction box. But what I like to do is pull this puppy right out. She should be good to go. Oh, just as easy as that. We're going to put this in storage. So we'll stick her out here for a second. All you chickens, oh, they're still eating that oatmeal up there. They love the oatmeal. Now, I got this little junction box happening here. I got this happening here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold over this other wire, so there's no way they can ever touch. And that will be good. So we got the chickens wailing. I gave you some fresh scratch. Why, look, it's little Fred. Say hi, little Fred. You know what we're going to do today, little Fred? We're going to fix up your coop. We're going to get you winterized. Say hi, little Fred. See how little Fred's comb is nice and red? And the little wattle's nice and red. If you see signs of paleness or little specks on their crop, it's a sign of frostbite. You got to get your chickens warmed up for the winter. So without further ado, I'm going to roll out some of this plastic chicken. I think I'll get a length's worth. I think I'll get a length's worth of this because it doubles up, right? Maybe get a bit to go around corners. Right, chicken? So there's that. And I'll bring her out another couple feet. I'm going to say right about there. Now, I should have brought some scissors. I might have to go get some scissors. If I can't cut this proper, I gotta tie up my shoelace or I'm gonna trip. Alright, we can give her a whirl. I'm gonna move this out of the way too. Alright. We're almost ready for business, chickens. What do you think's going on anyways? You're probably thinking, oh my god, what's going on? That doesn't cut too bad. Now when you're doing this, you usually want to overlap on the roof and you want to overlap around the corners. So, and this whole piece folds too. You know what I forgot to do? Put my staplers all together. Gotta get my staple gun ready. Where's that knife I had? Don't want to lose it on the floor. Don't want to lose the knife on the floor in case them chickens find it. Murderous chickens. What's the matter there, chickens? You're probably wondering what I'm doing in here. What's going on? You're in here messing things up or what? You know what it is, kitty? Or kitty. chickens? A rent-eviction. That's right, you're being rent-evicted. You gotta go outside and play till I'm done fixing up your place. They don't wanna, they wanna watch. Can you blame them? Maybe they'll learn something. Maybe next year they'll do this for themselves, eh? Maybe. You learning anything? You're gonna do this for yourselves next year? So we'll see how square and straight we can get this on the old wall. Excuse me, chickens. Gotta fold this out. We might end up having to put another strip along the floor, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, I'm going to put this over here. Just so I can reach it, but it's still out of the way to get in that corner. Speaking of corner, here we go. You can always go along afterwards and get some tuck tape or something like that to just block off the little. I had some at home, I forgot to bring it actually. It was on my list, but my list got kind of messed up. Alright, let me put a couple in here. Put a couple more in here. What I basically want to do is I'd like to go along the top first. That'll give us a nice tight thing along the top. And then we just pull down the rest. And see how close we can get to the ground. I think it's going to go all the way to the ground. I think it will go all the way to the ground. Alright, which end? Which end? Try and get this somewhat straight. How do you play that? Look at that, it went all the way to the corner, eh? It's beautiful. Now, is that screwed? I think that's screwed. Alright, as long as we can get down this corner, which we can. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that was fun while it lasted, didn't it? Yeah. That was good. You were getting right in there singing. He was singing away, singing away. Put those over here. I don't know if we can get this any better or not. Probably not. Not without not. I'm gonna get a few more in the middle before I tighten down the middle. They call her Mrs. Grumbles. There's the whispers. What do you want to hear, Grumbles? Give me an idea here. Oh, Grumbly. once I got along the top of each wall, I gotta get along the top. I gotta get an overlap on the corners and the ceiling. Then I can pull the middle down first, and then go to the ends, go to the edges. That way it keeps it from going out a square kind of thing. So what I'll do is I'll pull this off a little bit. Pull some of this away from the wall. Now we got a lot of that stuff away from the wall. And I gotta find my staple gun. There it is. Go down as much as you can on the wall. Nail her. As long as you keep it tight, you should be alright. There's a lot of staples in this one. I figured I'd be out of staples by now. That's good. That's good. Time for staples. Every once in a while, you gotta load back up. Another good thing is having lots of windows in your coop, because when you plastic over it, the sunshine will still come through and it actually heats up the coop as well. So you want to have windows. Let that sunshine in. You gotta let the sunshine in for the chickens, right, chickens? You're all happy. They all seem pretty happy so far. Don't you, chickens? You'll be happier once there's no cool breezes coming through here, eh? Around this so it doesn't flop around in the wind too much. And plus, it's a nice little window for the sun to come through. Chicken approved. Look, we got a little chicken sitting here, and got a little chicken sunning in here. Hey, you having a good sun? You having a good sun there, Sunny? Sunny, sun. It flopped right over. Just enjoying life. Aren't you, chicken? Are you watching me how I'm doing this plastic so you can do it when you get older? Hey, yicken? Yeah, she's gonna do it, she says. So, yes, look at this nice wall. I guess you can probably see it behind me, but there is one wall. Except for here, I gotta go get my drill, take this off, and replace it. Put it somewhere else. Don't I, chicken? I think we'll tackle that wall. You want to tackle that wall now? Sure we do. We're going to tackle this wall now. Excuse me, chicken. We got to get all this off the windowsill, everything we're not going to use. And another thing, once this plastic's down and overlapped like that, you can actually take this and throw it on top. Some of this bedding. Just added protection. If there's any wind that comes into this plastic, it will actually go over it. So now we basically got our protection layer on this wall, and this is where the most of the wind comes in, is from this side. So even just doing this would be an improvement. Wood. But like I said, I went and got some straw boss so I can fix that after. Okay, we're gonna move this heat lamp. This heat lamp we're gonna put in that other room. There's a little outlet out there for it.
You were getting right in there singing.
He was gonna move some of this stuff.
Sing away. I don't know if we can get this any better or not. Probably not. Not without not getting the grumbles. Whoop, grumble. The caller, Mrs. Grumbles. There's the whistle.
We'll move this out of here. Move that out of here.
What do you want to hear, Grumbles? Give me an idea here. Oh, Grumbly.
Oyster shells. Oyster shells are high in calcium. I put it in their feed.
Very helpful.
And it helps when they digest food. They digest it in their crop, in their chest. So when they eat rocks, it actually helps grind their food up. It works like a stomach grinding food up with acid.
It's crazy Tuesday.
Well, I don't use rocks, but they will pick rocks off the ground if they need to digest the food. But oyster shells, yeah, crushed up oyster shells is what we use. Like I said, high in calcium. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals and stuff you need. And they love it. Let me see, can I get this off here? I'm gonna have to get me a hammer or something, I think. Get this off here. Unless I can rip it. I guess I could rip it. Take the nails out. And they're done. We're gonna roll out some more of this. Even if we get these main walls, I'm not so worried about this wall back here because there's a shed behind this, so it's all like barn anyways. But even getting this up is a great start. If I can find my knife. Yes, sirree. Great start. And there we go. Now, same thing applies, right? We gotta get a corner in, then we go along the top, make sure that's somewhat level and tied in, and then we start in the middle, bring it down, and go out from there. All right. Sorry, I fell. A lot of people might say, but why don't you use like the pink insulation in the wall? Well, there's lots of good reasons for that. My main reason I would not use that stuff is because, well, the chickens will peck at it. If they see any of it, they might even go through the plastic to get to it because it looks like cotton candy, right? They want to see what it is. So they will actually eat that pink insulation. If you want to use any kind of insulation, I would suggest using the foam, the rigid foam stuff. And yeah, that way they don't tend to eat it. I do have the other insulation, but it's up in the ceiling where they can't really get at it. All right, the corner to the corner. I'll just cut out this wall or this door later. Easy enough to do. Okay, I'm gonna want some overlap here. Actually, I wouldn't mind quite a bit of overlap if I could get right to there. That way I can, if I have to, I can tape it. Oh, that's not too loud. Try not to let it scruff.
Well, that was not while it lasted, did it?
Pretty big ladder.
That was good.
Oh, I don't want to fall.
He was getting right in there singing. He was singing away.
All right, where are we at here? Where's the top?
I don't know if we can get this any better or not. Probably not. Not without not getting the Grumbles.
And as you can see, this is really thick plastic.
The color in this is Grumbles. There's the whispers.
Really thick plastic.
What do you want to hear, Grumbles? Give me an idea here. Oh, Grumble. Being very helpful. It's a crazy, crazy Tuesday night at the Homestead.
A little bit in the middle. Keep it nice and tight. Good for the chickens. One more down here. And then we will pull this down. Get this brick out of here. Oh. What do you think of that, chickens? We'll warm you up a little bit. Yes, we will. Look at that. It's warm in here already.
Look at that, chickens. Got it all nice and cozy for you. Need more staples. Let me play that. All right, chickens. Well, that was fun while it lasted, didn't it? That was good. You were getting right in there singing. He was singing away, singing away. I don't know if we can get this any better or not. Probably not. Doesn't that look pretty? Not without not getting the grumbles. Grumbles. The collar and this is Grumbles. There's the whispers. You alright, chickens? Why is everybody coming inside? They're all full. Everybody seems to be coming inside now. Give me an idea here. Must be full of porridge. Y'all need to sleep. Double grumbling. You picked out too much, did you? Time for a siesta. I've been very helpful. It's a crazy, crazy Tuesday night at the Homestead. And there we go. Isn't that nice? We'll take the knife. We'll cut a little hole out for the door. Wonder what the best way to do this is. That way, little wrapper. Need more already. Looks good. Looks good, looks good. I'm going to actually grab some insulation later. I'm going to stuff it in one of those holes, each one of those holes. It's not going to be so tight that there's not going to be any drafts. I'm mostly concerned about those walls. Those walls where you could feel the stuff coming through them, especially where that fan was and where the windows are. I'm going to cover over the other two windows for now. We're going to throw the heat lamp up. We're going to throw some bedding down. We'll do a quick little rake in here. And they're going to be way more comfortable than they were even last night. They will love it. But no, that's a great start for that. I need to chop a couple more pieces for the window there and the window there. There's two windows out here I want to cover up. And yeah, then we'll be at her. Right, chickens? Why y'all in here? Hey, how come you're all in here? Just chilling? Hanging out? What's the matter? You got a lot to say? You got a lot to say there, chicken? A lot to say. You got a lot to say, chickens? I'd say you got a lot to say. I need to cut off a couple little pieces for this, these windows. What did I do with that knife? Right there. For now, we can get a lot of this done, hopefully. But I do need to grab some insulation. I could even plastic along the outside. That way. Hey, don't be fighting. But for now, we need to get these windows all nice and pretty. Because although you do want ventilation, you don't really want drafts. Drafts are not good for chickens, especially when it's floor level. Any ventilation should be above like where their perches are and stuff. What are you guys fighting about? When I started this, I actually felt a breeze through this window. No, I can't feel nothing. It's awesome. I need a little bigger piece for here, though. Good thing that I got some scraps here, too. Where'd I put those scraps? Right here. And the knife. Where'd I put that knife? Right here. Chop this down a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. More staples. Where did I put those staples? Staples. There they are. Oh, I'm sorry, chicken. You okay? She's mad. She's mad. She's mad, chickens. Sounds like she's really mad. Alrighty. Now we'll get this window. Excuse me, chickens. Oh yeah, big breeze. Big breeze. Big breeze. Come on, chicken. And there, most of them bad parts are gone. We got ourselves windows covered open. Now I know what I need. Well, that chicken's not too happy. Are you, chicken? Not too happy, are you, chicken? Put this back here a little bit. Hi, chicken. This here, excuse me, chicken, should, it's actually quite a long cord. I don't think it was that long, but hopefully I can get this without falling. And look at that. Cool. But could stand to be a little shorter. I wonder if I can go from there. What's the matter, chickens? She's awful talkative today. There you go. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, chicken? Not quite sure where to put that heat lamp. I don't want that close. Chicken. She's having a hard time over there. She's clucking like crazy. Alright, we'll put this up a little further. At least that might make me feel better. It'd be nice if we could get it to sit proper.
Oh, look, I come to my car for a second, and there's a little bird in there. How'd you get in here, little bird? You pooped on the door. That's okay. You want out? I can open that window for you. You want out, bird? You want out? Where are you? You want out? There you go. There you go, bird.
Okay, so pretty much we ran out of staples. I had just enough to do what I want to do for the moment, but I'll have to grab some more staples. I got the windows covered, even though I'm going to put another layer on this wall, another layer on that wall. All the outside walls will be done. So, remember how I said before, like, remember when I made my list up, my checklist? Because I made a checklist up the other day when I went live. If you didn't know I went live, you're missing a lot. Now be the time to hit your notifications. That way you know when I'm going live. You might miss out on some tidbits of information. But anyways, I wanted to insulate the top where the top went up. And it's a lot to put in plastic in each one of those holes that the rafters go up. So what I decided to do, which I should have done last year, I never even thought of it, was I basically just cut strips of plastic and I did the outside corner, because in the corner is where all the air comes in. Here, I'll show you. So what I did was I actually just wrapped it, the whole outside, in plastic. That way, it's covered. And thank goodness, because I had just enough staples to do this up. I went up, wrapped it around the corner like you should. But inside, it's even a better atmosphere. It's like warmer. Like I said, this wall here, there's a shed behind that wall. It's all like a garage. I could probably pop that door open and show you. There's a boat in there and stuff. But look at this. I'm going to back this off a bit. Look at that. Don't need to do that. I would like some ventilation, right? So you need to have air movement in the coop. You don't want to seal this up totally tight, airtight, because, yeah, that's not good. But anyways, see how I kind of did those corners up in there. So now I don't have to do each individual, because I was going to go up each individual one and staple it up, staple it up, staple it up, staple it up. Now no need. I put a heat lamp in here, and look at this. Look at these guys. They're all excited. They're like hanging around underneath a heat lamp. Look at you girls go. So anyways, the next thing in line for me is going off this checklist that I did the other night on my live. Remember, hit your notifications so you can see it. You can watch me. I think I'm gonna back this off a bit, or a lot. I think it's time for a little bit of a scraping and some new bedding. What do you think? I think they'll enjoy that. So first off, get this stuff out of here. Get this stuff out of here. We'll get this stuff out of here too. This is all stuff that was just up in the walls. It's just hanging around. Just hanging around in the walls. old piece of wood. Okay. Did I bring my my blue rake? Anybody seen my blue rake? I could have swore I brought it out. Anybody see my blue rake in here? There it is. Look at that. I can't believe those chickens. A lot of this is feathers, but any of the big poops, we can scrape them out of here, get them off around the corner. As long as it's not a big pile, I don't mind throwing them right outside. It's when there's a big, huge pile of stuff. It's not good because it can carry diseases and stuff, E. coli. I'll give this a little spread. Like I said, pick up any rocks or any. There's rocks in there too. I don't know how the rocks got here.
You were getting right in
Usually
there
under their coop is where it's the worst of it is.
Singing away.
See?
I don't know if we can get this any.
But it doesn't take much, right? It's they do a lot of their pooping outside. It's only at night.
Grumbles.
And they come in here and they do their poops. Wow, this is pretty good.
They call her Mrs. Grumbles.
But yeah, we'll do a little spread out here. The whole idea is you want these chickens warm.
What do you want to hear, Grumbles? Give me an idea here.
I'm going to move this a little bit. It actually feels really warm in here right now. Like compared to outside, it's pretty, the wind is cool.
Not being very helpful.
This is going to be great. They're going to love this. They're going to have such a good sleep. Every time I do something with their coop, they have a good sleep, they say. They end up laying a lot more eggs because they're happy chickens. Or a lot more eggs. So there's one room. I know I got wood chips down here right now, but what we're going to use is some straw boss. It's like finely chopped hay, or straw, sorry. It's finely chopped straw. Of course, we get the other stuff, the red stuff, which is fine cut for Houston, for the horse. Because the other stuff we use, the wood chips, well, you've seen them on the vaporizer, right? Bad bale. But these chickens, I'll puff this up. And they'll love it. They'll be making nests in it. Look at that. Look at that good stuff. Chop her up a little bit.
As winter settles in, chicken keepers face one of the biggest challenges of the year, keeping the flock warm without accidentally making things worse. The truth is, chickens are hardy birds, but moisture is their real enemy. A coop that's sealed tight might feel warm, but without ventilation, that trapped moisture freezes and thaws, causing frostbite, sickness, and stress. That's why proper airflow is just as important as insulation. Warm bedding like straw creates a cozy layer that chickens can nestle into, and a safe heat source adds comfort on the coldest nights. The real magic is in balancing warmth with dryness, blocking the drafts, lifting the cold off the ground, and lets the coop breathe from up high. With the right setup, your flock won't just survive winter, they'll stay healthy, active, and keep those eggs coming no matter how cold it gets.
Look at that. That looks great. So doesn't this look nice? We got our corners from the outside up there done. We got our walls done. We got our windows done. We took that fan off and we did over that. We go right down. Oops, too far. We go right down the wall and then down along here. There's plastic right to here, so we can cover that up. Totally enclosed. And new straw. Look at the chickens love it already. That's right, there's some extra bedding for you. In the wintertime, you'd be nice and warm. You'd be a happy chicken, wouldn't you? You gonna be a happy chicken? That's what I thought. You know what they say about happy chickens? More eggs. So we're gonna go in here now, because this is the other mess. Look at all these chickens just kind of sitting around here. Well, excuse me. You taking turns laying eggs in there? You're gonna have lots of eggs for the egg count later? Well, we can hope so. So let me see here. I'm gonna back this down a little. Hopefully no chickens jump past here and get me. We're gonna have to move your scratch. We're gonna have to move your feed there for a while, chickens. I don't know if you want to go outside for a sec. I think all these chickens are going to be pretty happy now. We got new straw. We got a heat lamp up here. Kind of nice. It's not too close where it's actually I can touch that. It's not even burning me. So they're going to love that. Like I said, when I was out here before I put this stuff down, they were all sitting under here. And I'm sure pretty soon they will go sit under here again. Especially when they find out there's fresh straw out. There's fresh straw out. Beautiful, eh, chickens? Yeah, already into scratching. And there we have it. We do have plug-in buckets we're going to put in later for the water. They're actually a bucket with a cord on it. So if you want to plug that in, it doesn't freeze. If not, I just come in every morning anyways, because I'm here at like 6:30 and I will bust them over, give them new water. But yeah, that's good. We got the windows done. Like I said, I got to get more staples, and then I'll probably do this wall, and I'll do that wall. But those two walls are done. These two walls lead into somewhere else. This is like a garage area. Lean-to. It's pretty much closed in. Lock that up so the chickens don't escape. But yeah, that's awesome. So we covered pretty much everything we need. We need the water. We're going to get the bucket. We want ventilation. We got a little bit of ventilation coming up through the sides. There is a little bit of ventilation coming from this room because, as you've seen, it's not totally enclosed. So there's a little bit of ventilation coming up through there. But mostly nothing ground level or up 2 or 3 feet where they perch. We like to have nice wide boards on these perches so they can put their feet over it like this and sit on them. Like I can't show you right now because there's no chickens perched up here. But the next time I'll show you and I'll bring it back up. But if there's a little piece of wood here, like this one, they don't usually use this one up, but I should change it to a wider one. Then they can actually put their foot flat on it. And when they nestle down on it, their chest actually covers their toes. If it's thin, they curl under like that. And when it's cold, guess what? Frostbite. You can always tell frostbite by their combs and their wattles. If they get pale, they're not feeling well. If they're cold, they'll puff up really, really big and just look like a big cotton ball. That means they're cold. Get them some warmth. You don't want to heat this place up really much, because if they do end up going in and out once in a while, they'll get sick from that. The cold, the hot, the cold, the hot. I think we got it pretty good in here. What do you guys think? Hey? Look at, they're scratching through the old new stuff. Checking it out. Hey, you're going to make yourself some roosts. I got to fix that one board too. After I get some staples, I got to get some more staples. But till then, I think we've pretty much done that checklist up, which is awesome. I've been wanting to get that done. Now I just got to go take all this stuff and get rid of it. Well, not get rid of it, but store it. And then that'll be a day for you chickens, eh? So till next time, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to do your chicken coop. I'm sure the chickens enjoyed it. Don't forget, like. Don't forget, subscribe. And don't forget to have yourselves a fabulous day. Till then, from Grumbles Homestead, all these chickens are laying in the dirt. Hey, you laying in the dirt? There's some pretty wild chickens, aren't you? Well, I hope you enjoy your bed tonight. I guess I should probably put that out of the way as well.
Chicken soup with Grumbles.
Till then, everybody,
What an awesome meal.
y'all take it easy. Next
Chicken
time,
soup
Grumbles
with
Homestead
Grumbles.
saying see ya.
I love how it makes me feel. Chicken soup with Grumbles. She loves it every time. Chicken soup with the Grumbles. No, you can't have mine.